Change is a natural part of life. Everybody experiences change in their life. It could be a job change. It could be something as simple as moving from one place to the other, like maybe even moving across the town to another apartment or whatever. It could be something major like losing a loved one or having a child or switching jobs. There's so many things that can change in our life. And the thing about change is, even when change is good, it still has an impact on us. It still has an impact, can have a negative impact even if the change is good. And when the change is negative or bad, it really does have a major impact, on our mental health, on the things that we struggle with. I think about myself over the past 2 years, I've had a tremendous amount of change. A couple years ago, I was living in Nashville. I had just signed the record deal. I was getting ready to prepare to go on tour. Then I went on a tour of like 120 shows last year up and down the East Coast, across the world. And all of that was really good change. Signing a record deal is great change. Going and touring is a great change. But those changes still had an impact on me, especially on my OCD and on my mental health. And then also within that time period, I had some major changes that maybe were not so positive. I broke it off with my label and they chose to sue me. So that was a negative thing, and that really did impact me because I felt like I was doing the right thing and I had done the right thing. Then also, once we toured, we left Nashville and we thought we would tour for years to come, my wife and I. But then we had this virus to come along and shut down most all of the places that we played. And so that was another change. And also in the middle of all that, I had invested in a business that failed because of the COVID virus. So we have all of these things come up, good and bad change, that really threw me for a loop. And today, what I want to really encourage you is to understand and recognize that change is going to affect you. And recognize that we have to put some things in place in our lives that will help us when we have major changes. I've noticed over the last couple of weeks, I've been really, really tired. So instead of being mad at myself for being really tired and really wore out after everything I've gone through over the last couple of years, what I've decided to do was give myself permission to rest. Give myself permission to, if I need to go take a nap, to go take a nap. If I need to go to bed early or if I need to sleep late. All those different things have made me aware of that change. And so when I'm aware of the change, then I can put in some help techniques that are going to help me down the road. There are things like, a lot of times, like right now I play a lot of golf. Maybe I don't look like a golfer to you, but I love golf. I love playing golf. So instead of trying to drive myself to another goal or drive myself to mad, basically, with thinking how bad I am because I'm not accomplishing so much at this point in time, I've decided to give myself permission to go enjoy golf, go enjoy playing, go enjoy being outside. And so that's a way I've combated these changes. And right now in our world, there's so many changes going on. And most of us who have mental illness, we are very, what they call an empath, a lot of us are. That means we can feel things going around us. And I do, I feel that. I feel the hurt of the world. I feel the conflict. And so sometimes that can wear us out too. So make sure, and really I just want to, just simple today for you is put something in place that you enjoy and then don't feel guilty for doing it. It's okay. God rested on the seventh day. He created all the world and then he rested because he knew that for us, we needed rest. We needed recovery. We needed to be replenished. And so I hope that as you go through the next week or so, that you'll start thinking about how can I put into place some things that are going to help me to adapt to the change in my life. And I hope that by doing that, you'll see an improvement in your OCD spikes, or in your depression, in any kind of mental illness. And for those that don't have mental illness, if you'll do this, then you're going to be more productive when the time comes for you to move on to the next thing that God has planned for you. That's just how it works. And we're too busy a lot of times in America saying, well, you're not achieving right now. Well, sometimes rest is achieving. Rest needs to happen so that you can be refueled, replenished, and go back out and do the things that you are called to do. It's just as simple as that. So what I'm trying to say today is, hey, love on yourself. Love on yourself and give yourself permission to rest and recuperate, especially when there's been tons of changes.